From the heart of the city, straight to your radio. Honest, intimate, real. This is where love gets real and real gets deep. It's not just talk, it's the Love Talk Show. Are you ready? Then let's dive in right now.
A very good evening to all of you. The Love Talk Show once again comes back with another topic related to love life. My name is Peter. My wife Andrea, is here with me as every single day.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the Love Talk Show. Once again, we are discussing one more topic under the light of intelligent love.
And have you ever heard the saying heart of stone? Have you ever said that to someone, you have a heart of stone? Have you ever heard someone telling you that your heart is a heart of stone? What do you think about it? What does it mean to have a heart of stone? Is what today we are bringing here. So if you know someone that is going through this problem, if you are going through this problem, or you know a friend, a family member who is related to this sentence, let them know that today's Love Talk Show is going to talk about the heart of stone.
Today we're talking about a phenomenon many of us have encountered, either in a partner or ourselves, the heart of stone. This isn't literal, of course. It's a symbol of emotional detachment, a defense mechanism born from deep trauma or pain. People harden themselves to avoid being hurt again, building walls to protect a vulnerable interior. But this protection comes at a high cost. It also blocks joy, intimacy, and the possibility of genuine connection, perpetuating a painful loneliness they were trying to avoid in the first place. The heart of stone profoundly affects relationships. The partner with the hardened heart struggles to be vulnerable, to trust, or to receive love fully. They might appear cold, distant, or guarded. The other partner often feels frustrated and rejected, not understanding that the coldness is a shield, not a weapon aimed at them. The truth is, being tough or attacking this shield only makes matters worse. Just as breaking stone requires force, which can shatter things, there are more effective ways to solve this, which you will learn in today's show. One thing we can reveal now is that love can act like water and time, slowly eroding the hardness, leaving the heart malleable and soft again under the right conditions. Just as the Bible speaks of a heart of flesh replacing a heart of stone, we are here to help them heal. This behavior, born of unaddressed trauma, can doom relationships to a repeating painful cycle. According to a 2017 article in Psychology Today, a significant number of people carry unresolved trust issues from past relationships into new ones, leading to self-sabotage and failed connections. Research published in the Journal of Marriage and Family highlights that emotional unavailability and a lack of intimacy are strong predictors of relationship distress and divorce. This shows that the inability to break through this emotional wall is a common reason for heartbreak and separation. So do you have a heart of stone, protecting yourself from a world you believe will only cause you pain? Or are you the partner of someone who is emotionally guarded and you don't know how to reach them? How can you use love and consistency as tools to soften a hardened heart? Stay tuned, because we're going to help you understand the root of this issue and guide you on the path to healing and turning that heart of stone into a heart of flesh.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Well, when we talk about a heart of stone, Andrea, is not difficult for us to understand what a heart of stone is. Talking about it, we can relate this topic to many day-to-day situations that are happening mainly in a relationship, because after all we are talking about the Love Talk Show, and here we are, every subject that we are bringing up is related to love life. And when we say a heart of stone, we are talking about someone who is not flexible, who apparently doesn't have feelings, who apparently is not willing to change, is sometimes moved by stubbornness, and is indifferent to what is happening, mainly with the spouse.
So it has to do with something that for sure was broken within the person, and those defenses were being built. And of course, like you were mentioning, Peter, it comes from something that was broken, but mainly affects a relationship. Usually, heart of stone is used to describe someone that is emotionally hardness or emotionally hard, detached, or has the inability to feel compassion.
So let's think. When can we find this in a relationship? When can this happen in a person's life who's married, in a person's life that is now in a relationship?
So what can happen mainly is that the person doesn't trust, or because the person is so afraid of being hurt because it comes from a trauma. Usually people, we don't use this expression heart of stone when the person is flexible. It's totally the opposite, or malleable, or it's easy to talk to. Like we usually say, it's easygoing. It's not. It's a person that usually is afraid of trusting again, is afraid of getting hurt, and the person starts building up defenses. And those defenses, they come out of fear. It's not because people are evil, it's not because people are doing on purpose, I don't love you and I don't think you love me enough, so let me just be like this, like hard as stone. It's not on purpose. It's something that the person does, sometimes not even thinking about it. It's not something planned.
Sometimes, yes, it's something that a person is not even aware how hard they are being towards to those who love them and are around them. A person whose heart is the heart of stone is not aware that is compromising the relationship with the spouse, with the partner, is compromising the relationship with kids, with their children. This emotional detachment from things that are happening, because they don't want, as you said, to get hurt again. They don't want to go through that disappointment again, and they become resistant. That's the word I was looking for. They become resistant to the options that sometimes are being laid on the table for them. And then they don't care if they are seeing their marriage going down the drain. And it's not they don't care about the person. They don't care because they are afraid of feeling something that will hurt them. They don't care because it's not they don't care, I'm sorry. It seems that they don't care, but the truth is they don't know sometimes how to deal with the situation. They don't know what to do. They look to their children, they look to their spouse, they look to the feelings that are coming up, the arguments that are happening, the threats that sometimes are coming against them, the warnings saying, if you don't change, you may lose me. If you don't change, we may get divorced. If you don't do anything, the family that we built will fall apart. But the person sees it, the person acknowledges it, but they, because of the heart of stone, they don't know what they should do. So they do what they know the best. They are indifferent. They only ignore and pretend that they don't feel it, that they don't see it, and they are endangering everything they fought for so long, and at the end they also love. I would like to share with you what people are saying from outside. Our reporter went outside and asked, what do people think about this theme, this topic? Let's listen to them, and then I will come back.
Straight from the people, straight to you. The word on the street.
What experiences cause people to develop a heart of stone?
Lack of finances, poverty, when somebody mistreats you. I mean, they're the biggest causes. And also grieving when you lose a child as well. I think that has a big factor to do with it. But at the moment, in this country's current climate, it's finances. Everybody suffers with different things at any point in their lives. So if somebody's not feeling 100%, it's not a fault of their own. They shouldn't be blamed for that. In fact, the people around them should actually help them. I went through it. My children were removed from my care. Today I went to court. In about 4 months' time, they're going to come back to my care again. So yes, it does make you a heart of stone when you go through things like that, but you have to have that self-motivation as well to be able to pick yourself up and carry on. Because if you carry on staying in that mindset, then you'll never get out of it. You'll never have that inner peace that everybody wants. I think partners should learn to treat each other with respect. I think men and women's roles have got too jumbled up, and I think there's too much anger and aggression at the moment. But I put this all down to finances, to be honest with you, because if you're financially settled, everything else you can deal with.
Not knowing how to receive love. I think that when people don't understand why someone else might love them, it makes it harder for them to be loved. I'm sure it has its ups and downs. It'd be good at times to not worry too much, and I'm sure it's also good at times to be able to confide in somebody and have somebody there with you. Yeah,
I think it depends. A person maybe has gone under difficulties and he tries to come out, and people tell him or her off, and they scared him, so he keeps everything in his heart or her heart. Even if he sees anything, he just keep quiet, pretend not to know what's going on. They don't want to come out. They're weak in their spirit. They're scared. If they tell someone, maybe someone will tell someone, and they get scared. Their heart, everything, they just hide it in their heart. It doesn't happen to me, but I see a lot of people. It does happen. Yeah, that you see they're quiet, but you just think and guess that this person might be hiding something in their heart, because they're quiet, they don't participate, they don't mingle with others. So yeah, those are signs that I just see and think that yes, this person might be hiding something in their heart. It's possible to break. It needs, I think, counseling or someone close to talk to the person, saying, yeah, when it seems you're going through a lot, but try and have faith and trust in me so that I can help you out, and if you be free from what is disturbing you. Then some people may open up their heart, some may decide no. These days people go through a lot of things. Maybe they have no food, they have no house, there's nothing to depend on. You see, they feel that they're left alone. So that's why their heart becomes so strong. But then if you speak to someone, they bring out all that was happening, then you can counsel them, and then their heart will not be so stone.
I would say tough experience, difficult, passing through difficult times. If there is love, I think they will have softer heart. When they have weakness, they tend to display a harsh surface because they fear there is some fear of the outside world. So yes, in answer to your question, yeah, I think being tough or showing toughness hide weakness inside. Nice experiences teach people to be nicer. When we see somebody whose behavior is not acceptable, socially, it's not within the norm, we should not always think, oh, this is bad. We should see behind it and see what is the reason, So yeah, it can be softened. Treat them nicely, and I think, you can win them that way to your side.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Heart of Stone is a theme, a topic that I realize it's more familiar with many people than we could ever imagine, Andrea. It's more people, they are more familiar with this reality than we can ever imagine. And because we believe in God and we believe that He can perform great things, there's something that God cannot do, is doing what we can do. He cannot change our perspective. He cannot change our will. He cannot change what we decide to do, because this goes over everything, including what God wants or thinks about us. And there's something that the Holy Bible shares with us, that is the hardness of the heart. Because of the hardness of the heart, God cannot touch one's life. Because of the hardness of the heart, marriages are being compromised. Because of the hardness of the heart, people who love each other, they are not getting along. They are not able to live under the same roof. They cannot be together, and it's so irritating, Andrea, and sometimes that's the word, that you see people, they love each other, they want to be, but because of the hardness of the heart, that is mixed with a little bit of stubbornness, that is mixed with pride, forces a person not to change, not to recognize, not to acknowledge these past wounds that they are suffering with from the past. It's not allowing them to acknowledge that they have conflicts that are not resolved within them. It's not this kind of people, they think I'm right, I don't have any problem, I'm cold as a rock, I don't have any problem. The problem is my problem is this man that he's next to me. The person is not able to acknowledge that his or her personality that is shaping this heart of stone is being the biggest problem in the relationship, and takes this relationship to a point where it's not safe anymore. It's endangering it and compromising it.
And it's very interesting because when a person has a heart of stone, the person usually, like you were mentioning, Peter, the person doesn't acknowledge that is harmful to the relationship. And the hardened heart can prevent intimacy and perpetuates loneliness. Why? Because imagine, if you have a heart of stone, like we have been talking here about, I can be with you for a while. I can be with you for 1 year, 2 years. Even people, when they are very patient, they can put up with a situation like this for many years, but not forever. So if the person is really patient, if the person really loves the other, can try to understand. But if the other that doesn't acknowledge, that needs to do something in regards to that relationship, probably that relationship will not endure forever. And on the other hand, when I was checking in regards to this topic, when I was reading things that were related to this topic, something came up, and it's very interesting, because when you try to break a stone, a really hard stone, it shatters. So it breaks into pieces. So instead of trying to find a solution, the situation becomes worse when you try to break a stone with the strength of your arm, with your own strength. So usually what do we do? An opposite force, an opposite strength. For example, if that person is very hard, so we try to soften the heart of that person with love, with care, with attention. But I believe in regards to what to do concerning to a heart of stone, we are going to talk more about it afterwards. But we can say this, it's not impossible, it's not unbreakable. When you see a stone, when you see something very hard, something that is, you look at that, it's so hard that it can't be broken. But you know, when the water is able to shape the stone, and that's amazing. And that's in the nature. So how come we won't believe that a heart of stone can be eventually broken?
How can it be, isn't it? How can it be possible for something to happen? By the way, there's a song called How Can It Be? We are going to hear this song, and then we are coming back talking about what you can do in order to see it being done in your life.
Didn't think that I could make it out. Got so used to the dark, I was scared of what the light would do now. I couldn't piece me back together with some band-aids and a roll of tape, sitting around wishing it all away, believing there was something better. Just took a leap of faith. Now I'm healing. Now I'm healing. I'm here unashamed. I fell straight through the pain. What was broken is standing again. And I'm healing. Now I'm healing. Gave myself some grace. My soul began to feel the change. I let love flood my heart like the sun upon a tear-stained face. I'm slowly learning to be grateful. Found some purpose in all the hurt. Now I'm rediscovering what I'm worth. Just takes one step to turn the tables, but I had to take it first. Now I'm here.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Well, so how can it be? How can a person whose heart is, as people say, of stone, how can I shape it? How can I transform it? It's, for what we believe, it's possible to change, to revert this situation. And we have here a few points that you may take consideration and acknowledge the issue. It's one. You have to be sensitive because you are able to listen. When we say a person has a heart of stone, usually is related to one area of this person's life. This person doesn't have a heart of stone sometimes towards to the pet they have at home. Sometimes a person doesn't have a heart of stone towards to the neighbor or a co-worker, but has a heart of stone towards the wife or the husband. So acknowledging the issue, what is going on, it's important. Identifying what the root, we have been talking about roots in the love therapy, identifying the root, what did cause this hardness of the heart? When did you start being that person? And if you see that you have been like this since forever, so it's something that you have to change from within. It's you the one, and it's not possible that every relationship that you have been in, the outcome has been the same. So this hardness of the heart needs to be removed. Communicating with honesty, it's extremely important. Being honest, honesty between a couple, and this deep communication is extremely important, Andrea, for someone to break this heart of stone.
To communicate, but usually the person that is so broken from within, the person thinks that the person is not understood, but it's something that we can work on. We can start
working on. The person needs to start talking. The person needs to start communicating. If the person is opening up, even if the person is not able to tell everything, but if the person starts talking, so if the person starts opening up, slow by slow, but it can be one step at a time. But if you are already going in the right direction. A person is already doing what they need to do, and then what starts happening, a safety, an emotion, a safe area is start being built, and obviously your heart starts being soft or softened, and I'm not saying that you have to be a poor one or people to have pity on you, nothing like this. But soften your heart in a way that you can communicate with your partner, that you can talk about this. One of the steps that this person should do, in our opinion, Andrea, is to seek help. Seeking help, it's crucial, because if a person is not able to change by himself, maybe she needs external help in order for them to see what they can do in order to overcome it.
Because usually when we are going through the situation and the person has gone through a trauma, but if she's not able to communicate openly, and she or him, yes, the person is really trying to communicate because they don't want to lose this relationship that they are in, or because they lost so many, they don't want to commit the same mistakes. So asking for help, because sometimes we are so involved with our own emotions, with our past, with things that happen, that we cannot see clearly, and we cannot see that a brighter future awaits for us. So that's when we when we ask for help, oh, look, you went through this, you went through that, but it's possible to overcome. Usually we do have testimonies in this program. If it's the first time that this person is listening to us, for sure the person will have the chance to listen to our testimonies. And people, they went through so many problems, so many struggles, things that are unimaginable, sorry, but they overcame. And the same with us. Today we have a testimony, so it's possible. We believe that it's possible for you to overcome that.
It's possible, a person says, but people have no idea what I went through. But keeping on thinking on it and your life depending on it will solve your problem. Because maybe, yes, it's true, you went through something that I have no clue about it. Maybe you went through a situation that no one can understand what you went through. But remaining in that area where you are just putting yourself down and putting your life down and blaming yourself or blaming a person or blaming an action for you not to progress, this will not solve your problem. So it's important that first you understand, no, I need to do something. What can be done in order? You heard the song, how can it be? It can be with these small steps that we were telling you. With the forgiveness, for example, forgiveness towards others and forgiveness towards to yourself, because a person became so hard because they are not willing to forgive themselves. So work on it, and for sure you will take a new step that will help you going towards what you want to be, the person that you want to be, a husband, as a wife, as a person. And we believe that you will grow better, for sure. I'm not saying that you are a bad person. I'm saying that you will be walking towards to the person that you really want to be.
Real stories, real dilemmas, real solutions. Only on the Dear Love Talk Show.
I've been married for 5 years. How can I learn to accept my husband taking care of me and also learn to take care of each other, since love is to serve?
And let's go to the Dear Love Talk Show. 5 years, are not 5 days or 5 weeks. And after 5 years, usually we say there's a period of adaptation, but after 5 years, there's something that can be done. Andrea, would you like to share with our listener what our thoughts are?
So I was thinking that in the beginning of our marriage, because it's always interesting to share what we went through, because it's a personal experience and you might relate. I believe that this person, I don't know, because the person that asked us this didn't share any details, but I believe probably this person was not taken care while she was growing up, or she didn't have one of the parents present. It might be one of those situations. In our personal experience, especially mine, for example, my mother, she left the house when I was only 12 to 13 years old, and because of the circumstances, I've learned and I had to become more mature when I was really young. But because my father was heartbroken, he didn't have a heart of stone like we are mentioning today. But because he was heartbroken, so he got lost emotionally speaking, so he couldn't take care of us. Of course, he was providing for us. He did the best he could, but emotionally he was really broken. So I've learned to take care of someone, but not by experience, not led by an example, and I was not taken care. So when I got married, and even a few years after, even more than 5 years, I went to my husband and I told him, baby, maybe I'm not able to take care of you, and I don't know how to take care of you, or to do maybe what wives do, like being caring and loving, in the sense of, I don't know, maybe household even, because I was not taking care. I've learned everything on the go. So, but it's learnable, if this word exists. We can learn how to take care of each other. First of all, like we have been mentioning here in this program today, being honest, being sincere, communicate. Because I know that sometimes my husband, Andre, we could be more like this to each other, not demanding, but could be more like this or more like that, and maybe I'm not like that because I didn't have anyone to take care of me. And for example, a funny fact now, when one of us complains that, oh, I have this ache, I have this type of pain, the other says, do you want me to take you to the hospital? It's nothing major, it's nothing. But why? Because we are not used to just sit down and, hi baby, how are you? We take care of each other our own way, and that has been working, and that's not a problem. So you need to learn to take care of each other, and in a way that works for both of you, not demand, oh, why don't you take care of me like the other person? Because if you start comparing, if you see other couples, if you have other couples, friends, colleagues, for example, oh, look at the way that person brings flowers, and you relate that to not being taken care of. But that's not the truth. We respect each other and we care for each other and we love each other, sometimes much more. Not saying that friends or family, that's not it. But sometimes the person brings a flower and then cheats. So what's the point? So don't make of this a big deal, but communicate with your partner, with your husband, because you're married for 5 years now. Communicate with him, share experiences. Maybe your husband, for sure you know that he went through the same, and find ways to take care of each other. Ask him, what would you like me to do for you? What would be something that would make you feel special or taken care of? That's a very good one. What could I do that would make you feel special? And then don't think that you are going to become the perfect housewife or wife or partner like just overnight. But we're still working on that, and we are married for 28 years. Like I said in the beginning, it has to do with the way that we were brought up, but that doesn't mean that we cannot change. There's always a space to change if we want to, if we are willing to, better.
Well, if you have another question, or if you have a question, you can send it to love@uckg.org. The song I Could Sing of Your Love is now going to be played, and I'll be back after a testimony.
Yeah, no. Over the mountains and the seas, your river runs of love for me. And I will open up my heart and let the healer set me free. I'm happy to be in the truth, and I will daily lift my hands, for I will always sing of when your love came down. I could sing of your love forever, yeah. I could sing of your love forever. I could sing of your love forever, yeah. I could sing of your love forever. Somebody wake me up, yeah. Feels like I'm dreaming. How can a God love somebody like me? Like me, like me, like me. Somebody wake me up. Feel like I'm flying so high. This is my reality. This is my reality. No, I could sing of your love forever, yeah. I could sing of your love forever. I could sing of your love forever, yeah. I could sing of your love forever, yeah. I could sing of your love forever, yeah. I could sing of your love forever. I could sing of your love forever, yeah. I could sing of your love forever, yeah.
Who I was before wasn't helping me. Who I was before was hurt. Who I was before had trauma, anger issues. That's where my faith had to come in, to turn away from the way I was going. The life that I have right now, I have a good life. I'm married for a very long time. I have beautiful children, beautiful family. I have my career that I work at. I have business that I take care of as well. I'm very involved in a lot of activities, community activities. So I have a very complete life, a life where I can give and contribute to a lot of people. It's been 24 years since I had my life transformed, and I've been living a completely new life. My faith helped me to become who I am today, because I had to use my faith to go against who I was. And so to come away from that, to come away from the unknown, this new thing that God brought to me, my faith had to be ignited and used to turn away from the way I was going. And for that, my faith was very important. Before coming to the Universal Church, I was a youth, I was a young man. And I think a lot of the challenges I had were mainly internal. Because of a broken family that I came from, there was my mum used to drink a lot, she had her own personal issues. So I had a lot of anger, a lot of resentment. When I left secondary school, I left with no GCSEs because I allowed myself to get easily distracted, didn't focus, wasted my time with things. And I thought to myself, my future was lost because I didn't know how to come back. I didn't have confidence to speak to people. I didn't have confidence to go into unusual circumstances. I had quite a few insecurities, so that made me not, be my full self at the time. I was around people, friends who were involved in gangs as well. I would smile, but inside, I was very, very unhappy. As a young person, I wanted to even commit suicide because I felt so upset, so angry, so hollow within myself as a young person. There was a get up and go inside of me to do things, but overall, when I was by myself, I wasn't happy. I found out about the Universal Church because my dad received a city newspaper. I walked in for the first time. It really did feel like I was returning home. To be universal is a spirit of you're connected to the source, to do everything, to become anything, and you make it happen. And you do it for the good of everyone as well as yourself. When I was coming, I learned how to use my faith properly because the meetings are clear. We're getting inspiration from the Bible, from scripture, but they taught me how to place it into my regular life. I started to learn how to do things properly, how God will multiply what I have, how to use what I have wisely. Coming to the Universal Church, it was 2 years before I got transformed. But during that time period, when I would hear things, I would put those small things into practice and you would see results. Being part of the Universal Church, it gives you an opportunity to do something, helping young people, which is a lot of the ministry that I was involved in, working with the youth group, working, with people in hospital, working with people who are, just to pray and support people in the local community, to do visits. We carry that positivity, we carry that energy, I would say, outside. In the people that we work with, to give them that positive energy, to be a good reference and a good example. Today, compared to how I was before coming to the Universal Church, I used to be someone who wouldn't finish what he started. Today, I'm someone that finishes what I need to start. I was someone that was shy or withheld. Today, whatever I set my mind to do, I just go ahead and get it done. I had problems in my family, my mum, alcoholic, etc., and what she was going through, bad relationship with my dad. Today, my mum, she overcame all that, overcame the alcoholism. I was using chain of prayer. We had a fantastic relationship, and she passed away eventually, but I know she's with God, and I have a great relationship with my dad as well, my brothers as well. We have a great relationship. Even now we have nieces and nephews, and we have a really good family. I was by myself, shy about love life, got myself married. I have my own family now where we set God's principles. From someone who, didn't do anything, like I failed in school, I went and got involved in business. I got skills and abilities where I can help to look after my family and look after myself and grow things and help other people. Today, it's a completely different life. Do I regret being part of the Universal Church? I have absolutely no regret whatsoever. That if I didn't come to the Universal Church, I wouldn't have only not had the opportunities, but also I would have been a really messed up person. Coming to Universal Church, it changed everything. It changed everything for me. It changed everything for all those who are around me. It changed everything for my family.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
And after everything that you could hear, and from the real story that you paid attention now, and you could hear a few minutes ago, to everything that was said in the Love Talk Show, the interviews, etc. You wonder, but how can I? Because that's the big question that I've been listening. I personally, when I'm advising someone, but how can I be that person? How can I transform myself from inside out? You know, the Bible says that Moses allowed the letter of divorce because of the hardness of the heart. And it's important for you to understand this, because even God will not help a person who does not want to be helped. Now, it's a good thing that you are listening to us and you have been with us, because deep inside you want to change, or at least you have someone in your family that may go through this problem, and you've seen maybe within this person a desire of changing, not a perfection, but a desire of changing. And this is where God comes in, because it's God, and this is our belief, Andrea, it's God the one that will help us with the things that we are not capable of. It's God that will touch us and transform us from inside out, and will make us able to be the person that we want to be when our physical strength is not able to.
That's very interesting, because I was thinking that we were not born with a heart of stone. No one was born with a heart of stone. Imagine a baby. You look at the baby and you can already see a temper, bad temper, a heart of stone. Babies have no traumas, so that's what we believe in. It's possible to go back to the beginning of everything, when we didn't know evil, when we didn't know, we were not introduced to traumas, to problems that caused so many bad experiences, and that's what makes people change. And we believe in that it doesn't matter what we have been through, it's possible to go back to that pure heart, to acquire a pure heart, and to be able to act accordingly. And that's why we are here in Finsbury Park, in the Rainbow Theatre, 232 Seven Sisters Road, and we can talk to you, we can counsel you. You can come and meet us, myself, Andrea, and Peter. We will be here for you. It's totally for free. And if you are going through any sort of problem and you need guidance, we have a phone number, 020-7686-6000.
Well, once you are talking about the love therapy, let's watch the advert talking exactly about this special seminar.
What difficulties or traumas did you face in your previous relationships?
Trust issues straight, because it's very hard and very painful to give yourself to someone in some sort of way and manner for a long time perhaps, and for that trust to be broken. So maybe the way you saw them is not the same way they see you, or maybe they perhaps go to someone else because you don't have a certain quality they may have. So it's just a bit of a commitment issues and just trust.
And what is the most significant change you've made within yourself, and what have you learned from that?
The most significant change is, it's a bit weird to say, but that's just to love myself. I think sometimes what happens is we tend to latch onto someone else as a way of solving our own issues. And that leads to the trust problems and the issues and insecurities. But when you really love yourself, you actually really understand that no matter what happens to you, you know you got you. And of course, not to be religious, but you know God's got you as well. You don't rely on anyone to be your God. So when you really put yourself first, and by that by putting God first, you eventually understand, which I've got for myself, that life is actually not as bad as it needs to be. And these issues and fears will go if I do things the right way.
And how has the love therapy contributed to your personal growth?
It showed me a lot of things that I didn't understand myself, as in it's given a different angles to certain things. It's like school, there's only certain things you can understand if you attend. There's not some of the things you just think you know, but you actually don't know. So attending love therapy has provided very knowledgeable information that I can apply, not even just to my love life, generally to my relationship with God as well. That's one thing that I think LT has really shown me, that I don't have to come for love life. Not that it's not bad, but it's like, it's for relationships in general, even with family. So LT has shown me that it's not just about love in romantically, but it's also love with families and friends and even with God.
Want to experience the love therapy for yourself? Join us every Thursday at 8 p.m. at 232 Seven Sisters Road, Finsbury Park. You'll be inspired.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Well, and the love therapy will happen this coming Thursday at 8 p.m. where Bishop Allen will be holding this special seminar and talking to you and teaching you how to overcome the heart of stone, or maybe if you are living in a relationship where a heart of stone has been a big obstacle for you, for your partner, for your relationship, your marriage, it doesn't matter. Even if it has been extremely complicated, give a try and give a chance to yourself, to your partner, to your marriage, and even to your happiness. And at the end of the day, Andrea, everything will depend on us. As we could watch the transformation of someone's life, we believe that when we take a step of courage, a step of faith, one's life can be better, and the person will be able to reach what they are looking for.
And we truly believe in that. We were saying that we are here in Finsbury Park. It's our headquarters, Rainbow Theatre. So if you want, you can come and join us, because transformation was possible for us. It was possible for people that have been sharing in this program and other programs that you have been probably listening to here in Liberty Radio. So it's possible, we believe, it's possible also for you to have your heart that maybe you consider, or someone told you already that it's like you have a heart of stone, but you believe that that heart can still be transformed and you can be happy. You can make your wife or your husband happy, and of course this will reflect in your family members, your friends, your circle of co-workers. Of course, everyone will benefit from the change. But if you really want to change, because if you say yes to I want this change for my life, I don't accept being this type of person, so there's a way out for yourself also. That's what we believe in.
And we are talking about something that we are living for 30 years. So if you want to give a chance to yourself, to your future, to your relationship, your marriage, you are our special guest to be with us this coming Thursday at 8 p.m. The Love Talk Show is now at the end. May God bless you all, and tomorrow we are going to be back with another Love Talk Show. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's a wrap on today's Love Talk Show, where every conversation brings you closer to intelligent love. We'll be back soon with more love, more truth, and more talk. Until next time, keep practicing intelligent love.